back. I know it's been a while since I've been on. Welcome back to Hugh Rocco 67. And yes, we're all back now with the Headrush. Hey, back to the Headrush. Not that the Helix was crap, because it's far from that. It's just that I decided that I wanted to go back to the Headrush because I didn't want to really move from the Headrush in the first place, but, you know, the chances of getting to go to NAMM and stuff like that, if I had a Helix was on the plate, but it never came off, so never mind. That was then, this is now. Back to the Headrush, because I prefer it myself. I prefer it better. And yeah, anyway, so here we go. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you the new Powerball on the Headrush. There it is there, see it? We should go for that. So let's listen to that. Okay, that's that. That's it on its own. So we'll go back. Now we've put the Powerball in. The gain is up at 75, so we'll leave it there. It's quite a good amplifier on its own, actually. Okay. What we want to do now is we want to get rid of that cab that comes with it, because that's rat. Just hold it like that. Tell it to F off. There it goes. Now, on its own it sounds... Ooh, it sounds nasty. So what we're going to do is, usually about now I reach for the cabs. Well, I did on this, and I did when I had the Helix. But what I do now is, I never knew when I had this. You get a couple of free IRs, so we'll go there. Some IRs, bang. Hit that. Default. Good Lord, that sounds amazing already. Okay, that sounds quite terrific, by the way. Only maybe needs a new. Okay, we'll leave that there, right? Okay, just leave that there like that and see what happens. And now, go back. I've got a bit of a cold today. It's not the old Rona rubbish, you know. I've not had that. Anyway, here we go. Now what we want to do here is I always like to go to slot number 2, which is here. And I always like to go to the distortion, grab the green, which was Gary Moore's favourite as well. We'll just put that at default just now. Now I think that's a bit much. So we'll tear that back to about 8. Even that's a bit much, man. So maybe just put 2. And the volume's about 100, so that's fine, right? But there's one thing I'm noticing about this. Why is it yellow? It should be green. We'll just put it on the green. There we go. That's it off. Okay, that's it off, but now we'll put it on. Listen to this. Great. By the way, I'm using a Charvel here. This is an Adrian Smith. It's an Adrian Smith with a twist. It has a super distortion and 2 super distortion rails. Because I didn't like Not that the guitar's crap or nothing, because it's great. It's only the Indonesian one, but the pickups on it were Jackson design, and they were a bit poo, to be honest with you. If you buy the USA one, I believe the pickups are absolutely like cobalt, whatever they're called, and they're actually amazing, so you might not have to change them, but I did. So here we go. So to me that sounds amazing, man. So anyway, here we go. What we'll do now is we'll probably stick in a graphic or something, you know? So we'll try that. And we'll go to the slot just after the amp. This time we'll go for EQ. For the brighter EQ. Good Lord, that's getting there, is it? It's, yeah, something else, man. And if we don't like that, we'll think, oh, well, it's a bit much tops on that, you know, it's a bit, oh, yeah. Well, what we do is, just, instead of messing around with the side here, because you can do that, what we'll do is we'll double tap it, comes up, we'll say, we want it to be crispy, like a good roast. That is definitely crispier. Well, we'll leave that there. And then maybe go for a, I don't know, maybe a doubler. Doubler is that? Hey. It almost sounds a bit like a wah. No, that's on just default. Let's see what happens when we put it on wide. Or tight wide. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That sounds great. There we go, it's getting there. It's getting a really good sort. Yeah, beautiful. As you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things on, plus the amp, which the amp and an IR don't really count for effects. But we've only got 3 things on, and already she's taken off, you know. Now that's like a chord sound, you know. So what we want now is like right at the very end, that was like a wee bit of a reverb. I've always went for the 11 reverb, so let's try that. Start off with a bright hall. Maybe a bit big. Put the tails on. Take that back a bit. See, I've rolled that back to 19. And that sounds great, but in a band situation that might not be enough. You might have to take it up to about 30. But for recording and stuff, I think that might be enough. You know, sounds great. Now, if I wanted to turn this sound into a solo sound, what I would do now is I would go back to my graphics. I would turn the mid up so you get you just hear it going up a bit. just lifts it that much more and gets on the nerves of singers that try to sing over the top of you, you know? So that would be that. And then, obviously, if it was a solo sound, we would need some kind of like echo or delay, so let's get there as well. Just go for the old, normal delay, digital delay. Just go for that. Now there's loads there, far too much, I'm sure. So take the feedback way down, level down a bit. Let's just, fourths. Sing the song. Level's too much and the feedback's too much. So. More of that is this up so you get. About 9. Oh, and then put it like this so you get. Starting to sound really good, you know, it's really nice. I would use that on the stage, you'd get away with that, you know, somebody came to see you and you were doing something like. It's too much echo. But depending on what you were playing, if you were playing like, say, this. That would be just about right. Or, you know. Lots of echo there. Less mix, more feedback, more cowbell. Now you've got. Okay, that's better. Okay, so that's not a bad sound whatsoever. Yep. So there you are, that's how you get a great sound. Now, anyway, so there you go. So there's a great sound, and that's what we call the Powerball 2 by Engl, and that's how we've done it on the Headrush. Now I could add to that and make it even ballistically mental, but I don't see the point, so we'll name it now. So you will save, and you go new rig, and call it Powerball 2. And that's a saved. See it, Powerball 2. But it should be Powerball 2 solo actually, because that's what it is. And you can work with that. Now, if you wanted to change the echoes, here it is on 3/8 now. Now 5/8. On a bar. You get that now. So there you go, people. That is how you build a rig on the Headrush. So thanks very much for watching, and remember, subscribe to the channel, people, Hugh Rocco 67. And then I shall see you in a couple of days. I'll be back, and we're going to talk about my life on the road in the 80s with the band, Rhodes County, professional band. Yeah, there'll be a lot of good stories coming out. Not any nasty ones or anything like that, but just get the funny ones, and maybe not so many funny ones. But anyway, it's coming up for my brother's remembrance, so I thought I would do something to remember him by, because he was my hero. So, stay frosty, and I will see you on the flip. Ta-da!